So we start to get into conflict with other people. And Girard then postulates that in early society, what happened is rivalry would grow and grow and grow to the point at which there would be a fight and someone would die. And when the person was killed, briefly the community would stop their fighting, gather around the dead body, and everything would calm down. And, you know, partly it would calm down because if I kill you and then get your stuff, it doesn't work. Like I might enjoy your stuff briefly, but very quickly it kind of like it loses that religious dimension. It still has a use value, but it loses its religious value. But in that moment of the death of the other, that religious dimension of the commodity is weakened, and everyone calms down. Things carry on as usual, but this continues to happen. And then Girard says, okay, so over time, a society that doesn't get destroyed through this memetic rivalry will realize that this death of the other brings peace. And this is the birth of scapegoat mechanism. The birth of the scapegoat is when the community goes, there is a connection between the lowering of the violence that's part of society and the death of somebody. So this is where religion really comes into its own. Religion becomes the way of managing the violence, the founding violence of a community. The religion creates rituals, and the main ritual is sacrifice. The sacrificial ritual, something dies in order to bring harmony and peace and calmness back to the community. And then the community can be unified around that shared death. So now I'm no longer in conflict with you. This infant or this animal or this product is destroyed. And in that destruction, our memetic rivalry kind of lowers, and the society can continue to function. So this is where religion is born. And then Girard says that mythology, he means in a very particular way, mythology is really the narrative that justifies this scapegoat mechanism, that justifies this way of dealing with the founding violence that we have. So in a nutshell, right, you've got memetic acquisition. We learn through mimicking. We have memetic desire. We learn what to desire by looking at what other people desire. The product is not really what we desire. It's the product seems to promise us the fullness of being that our rival has. So that's why we want the product. So it's different from just a regular commodity. This becomes a commodity that is infused with a religious dimension, a dimension that's able to make us whole and complete. And then we fight over these commodities. We kill each other. The commodities never give us the plenitude of being, so everything repeats. In order for society not to collapse, to crumble, the society develops rituals of scapegoating, that basically ritualize this violence and justify that violence. And the justification of the violence is called mythology. The scapegoat weirdly takes on this value of both being innocent and pure and spiritual and good because they rid the community of violence. And also they take on the aggression, so they're seen as dirty and impure and need to be got rid of. So there's this interesting dialectic within the scapegoat, whoever that individual is. They are both guilty and innocent. They've got so they're sacred. There's a sacred dimension to the scapegoat.